Right, so this first full video in 2 months. I've just actually recorded this, but I ran out of space and I just wasn't really happy with how it turned out. So here we are again. You haven't seen the original, but here I have a box of coins I ordered from Whatnot. Different buyers, mostly Crest Gems, bits and bobs, old coins. So I've got like an absolutely massive collection here that I'm going to show. The original video was 19 minutes, so that's about as much as I can record, apparently. So I've searched through it already, well, some of them, and what I found with this, I've done like two or three bags. So here's a 1915 penny. I don't know if I'm correct, but if you zoom in to there, there's a broken tooth, and I know that 1916 can have broken tooth, but I don't know about 1915, but it does look like a broken tooth where the colon is. So yeah, just quite a nice find. I'll have to look into that afterwards. So I'll put that to there. So how it's going to work is I've got all these little bags in here, all the different coins in, and I will show them off. I've got these massive bags of pennies, which I searched through that. And I mean, there's not too much interesting, so I'll make a different video on that, I think, because this is actually quite a hassle to search through. So I'll leave them till last, like a later video. So I've just got a lot of stuff in here. So let's start with this, which I already did. So here is, here are 3 coins. Here is the first one, a George V 3p, 1916. Weird toning, some sort of, I don't even know. Usually you see pennies that are dug up, like the old big pennies with this sort of colouring. Could have been underground, not too sure. Nice colour though. And next we have a George V 6p from 1925. Definitely just had a whatever that one. Definitely not the best condition, but it's half silver and I'm really lacking on 6p, so thought I may as well get that. It's not focusing. There we go. Had this issue in the last one. Been searching through my videos actually, and one of them's got a lot of videos, a lot of views. Can't speak today. It's like 1,400 for whatever reason. Not too sure why. So here's a 1946 6p. Best condition out of 3. Probably my favourite out of them. Keep focusing there. George VI. So that'll be half silver, 1946. They stopped being silver altogether in 1947. The penultimate, well not the ultimate year actually, 1946 is the last year. So put those to the side. Right, we'll search through this one, which I also did already. So if I sound a bit, bored doing this, it's because I've already recorded this and I ran out of space. So I'm going to have to try limiting how long this video is. I can't see how long it is because the tripod's in the way. But we'll start with this. 1909 farthing, Edward VII. I did zoom in last time. There we go. Very nice condition for its age. You don't usually find Edward VII coins in this condition. Everything's more or less visible. Maybe the ocean's a bit worn, but still very nice. Put that down there. Do this one. 1918 farthing. Well, that is up there. Either way, good condition again. Most details visible, just some weird, don't know what that is in the top where the T is. Just above Britannia's head. Quite weird. George V, nice portrait, very strong. legible and a nice toning again. Right, we'll do these. So these are Charles II farthings. If it seems like the coins are to the left, it's because I can only see them that way, because the tripod's in the way it's screen. I'll try to find the right way up. That could be it. There we go. So Charles II. Yep. There we go. Very worn, not the best condition, but I do like early milled copper coins, like farthings, so I had to, they weren't expensive, so very nice. Do this one. Is in Elizabeth II farthing. So it's a Wren farthing, but we don't know what day it is because that's happened to it. Not too sure at all. Maybe a minting error, maybe just post-mint damage. Not too sure, but still nice. Like the design. Decent condition. And next up we have an older one. It's a Victorian one. A farthing from 1853, I think. 1852. I'm not too sure, it's either a 3 or a 2. Nice toning to that side, like a sort of like oil in a way. Nice condition, shield, little plants at bottom, legend, all visible. Nice condition for well over 100 years old. And finally, I had to put this one in a case because it's actually that nice. Here's a Victorian halfpenny from 1900. Look at that. Very nice condition. Everything's visible more or less. Crown, necklace, badge, medal thing. Don't know what it's called. Yeah, portrait's still very strong. Very good condition on that side. This side as well. So you got the Britannia visible, helmet's visible, shield, legend, beads, everything. Very good purchase, this. I don't know if I should add videos. Oh my god, I can't speak. Add music to my videos. Because I don't know if it's just boring in my voice. It's a bit monotone. I haven't got much range, but put those back in the bag. There we go. I think my cat's snoring. I don't know if you can hear that. She's on the table right now. Right, so one that I searched through in the one I did before this is a mystery coin on the auction. It's absolutely massive, about the same size as a crown. And I've identified this, I think, to be a 1773 forgery of an 8 reals coin from Spain. It probably wasn't made in Spain. I think a lot of English people did this because Spanish silver, who were very sought after. So we think that's lead. It sounds like lead. You can always test for lead because unlike, I don't know, copper, that makes that noise, but lead makes a dull thud. So yeah, I mean, lead is quite dangerous, only if it's inhaled, really, like this. There's white dust there. That's what you gotta look out for, but I'm not gonna be breathing this in. It was just an interesting piece, which is quite nice. Good bit of history. So yeah, next one. There we go. If you are like, skip ahead if there's any coins you want to miss, because some of these are like not as good as others. Which one are we going for? I think we'll do these, because I do like early milled coppers. I'll be doing a video on these soon, how to identify the monarchs on them. So I've got quite a few here. Here's the first one. William III, halfpenny. It's too worn to really make anything out, but I mean the portrait's still strong. Gulielmus T, that should say Tertius, but it's not the best condition clearly, but it's still quite nice. Here's an Irish halfpenny from 1776. The harp, Hibernia, and George III. This one I actually like, 'cause I don't know, it seems different to the Britannia, of course, but quite a nice one to have. George III, a different bust from the 1770s. So then you have this one. This one is very battered. Another George III halfpenny, and this one is from the 1770s again. I don't think you can make that out on camera. I mean, I can't, but the thing is with coins like this and that one there, both George III halfpennies from the 1770s, but people used to make a lot of forgeries of them. I mean, I can't really. That does look quite fake, to be fair. Not a bad thing. I mean, it's probably still copper, and still a nice bit of history. As you can see, that one's much thinner. So yeah, not bad. I mean, not great condition, clearly, but still a nice one to have. Which one's next? Oh, he's another Irish halfpenny, 1760. And this is George II. That would be his last year of reign too, so quite a nice one. Again, very worn, Georgius II Rex. But still a nice one to have because it's Irish. They're much rarer than the English halfpennies. And just has a really nice design, to be fair, with harp and crown. Quite nice. And another Irish halfpenny. George III, but it's a later one. So this is, I mean, given the bust, probably somewhere between 1799, 1807. The harp again, Hibernia. This one does have a different edge. I'm going to try zooming in. Has a milled edge between two sides, so it never focuses. There we go. Very nice. Good condition. Well, in good condition for this sort of coin. You never really find them in great condition. So that's that bag done. All of them. Zoom back out. There we go. Right, next bag. Right, so I think this is going to be the last thing I show in this video because I want to make quite a few on them. So here it is. So this is, I don't usually get sets much. If I'm zooming too far out there. So Britain's First Decimal Coins book. The fridge just woke up. I mean, yeah, bit sticky. Usually is for just with this sort of set. So this is First Decimal Coins. This is halfpenny, new pence, 5 pence, new pence again, new 10 pence, which absolutely massive. I never knew it was that big. Then a 2p, new pence. Just nice to have, you know. Never really get sets much. I do have one upstairs which is new though, and I'll be maybe showing that in the next video. You can take it out. There we go. See the other sides. There we go. I mean, that one's a bit dark, but all the others are nice. Good condition. I don't really want to take them out though. But I don't know if it's good in there. Because I've heard that like certain plastics, PVC, not great for coins. So, you know, tell me in the comments. But yeah, nice one to have. Nice set. Probably the first one I've got fully. There we go. That should be it for today, I think. I don't want to drag it on for 19 minutes again. Just tell me if you want like music in videos. Tell me which coins. I don't know. Or I can't really show you. Actually, I can. There we go. That's what's in there. Don't want to spoil it fully though. Alright, so I'll see you in the next one. And thanks for watching.